Good evening and welcome to our freshman virtual open house for the class of 2020-24. I am Mike Johnson. I'm the principal here at Delta High School in my second year. I'd like to introduce a few other folks who are here with us on this call as well. You will see Tanya Guimond, our assistant principal, Lisa Meir, our counselor, Karina Shermer, who is our administrative assistant, and also a former Delta parent. She's had 2 students graduate from Delta High School. And finally, Heather Hoppy, our community engagement manager. We hope you enjoy what we've got set out for you here in this presentation. And we will have an opportunity for you to provide feedback and get questions to us after the presentation is over. So first of all, we'll be going through a presentation. At the end of the presentation, I will share information on our website and what you should be looking for on our website, because we do have a section for the class of 2024 with some really important information that is necessary for you to retain your seat at Delta High School for our freshman class for next year. We will also have separately another video, which will be a virtual tour put on by our Delta student ambassadors. Look for that link on the website. And next week, on May 19th, 20th, and 21st, we will have some online Zoom sessions where Delta staff and ambassadors will be available for questions. So if you're thinking about questions, things that you want to talk to us, but don't have the opportunity during the video, we would love to talk to you next week. Try to go to the ones scheduled for your school district, but if you can't make it, please come at any of the sessions.
Hi, I'm Tanya Guimond. I'm the assistant principal here. As you probably already know, we are a STEM-focused high school that stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. We are also a project-based learning school. So in each of your classes, you will have the opportunity each trimester to do at least one project, if not more than one project. We also focus on 21st century skills, which are those skills that employers are looking for. So for that year 13 and beyond, some of which include curiosity, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication.
Okay, so graduation requirements. Your student falls under what's called Core 24. So there are very specific credits that your student must earn in order to reach graduation. On your screen, you'll see the general state requirements that will apply. So 4 credits of English. You'll see that it says math 3 credits, but please understand that here at Delta, we do expect students to engage in math all 4 years. Science 3 credits, social studies 3 credits. Occupational education, there's only 1 credit required for graduation, but rest assured, again, due to our STEM program, your student will engage in several CTE courses throughout their 4 years here at Delta. Health, PE, you'll notice 1.5 credit or waived. All 3 school districts do allow students to waive that PE graduation requirement if you so choose. However, we do offer an independent study option. I highly recommend and encourage students to take part in that independent study. I like to see PE on transcripts. It makes your student look a bit more well-rounded, and physical exercise is good. World language, 2.0 credits required for graduation. We offer Spanish here at Delta. Visual, performing, or fine arts, there is a 2 credit count graduation requirement. However, the state allows us to waive 1.0 credit of that fine art if a student elects to go personal pathway. That's how we do things here at Delta. So your student will be able to choose some electives that are in line with what they believe they might want to do year 13 and beyond, post high school for their career, and some general elective requirements as well. So there are other graduation requirements that are non-credit bearing requirements. It would be nice if all 3 school districts are identical in what they require. That's not exactly the case. So I will be tracking your student based on the district that your student comes from. For example, Kennewick School District requires a computer competency graduation requirement. We meet that through our Microsoft Office class that students will take freshman year. Pasco students and Richland students, there is a financial literacy or consumer economic requirement. We embed those standards in our advisory program here at Delta. The high school and beyond plan, we also embed in our advisory program. Students will actually work on that plan starting off freshman year all the way through senior year. There are some state test requirements that I anticipate will be applicable. There is the math, the English, and the next gen science standards that I anticipate will be required for your student. We also require community service as part of that graduation requirement. Lastly, as far as what I would like to talk about is our internship program. We try to provide all 12th grade students with an experience that is as close to the real world job hunt as possible. The process involves posting internship opportunities with specific application requirements, interviews, intern selection, a completion of hours, and a formal wrap-up. It's important to us that our worksite partners are a part of each and every step and help us make that final decision on which intern will be the best fit for their particular business. It allows our students to get real world experience and prep them for next steps.
Thank you. What you see here is a sample ninth grade schedule. This is what most ninth graders will be seeing during their first year here at Delta. You'll notice we have 2 trimesters of English 9, and then third trimester we actually give them some elective choices to select from. Every student will take math. At Delta we have an integrated math program. It's similar to the math you'll see in other high schools, except we integrate the math more, and instead of having the algebra, geometry, algebra 2 track, it's integrated math 1, 2, and 3, and those subjects will just kind of spiral throughout. Your student will be placed based on their current math class in middle school, their current math grade, and teacher recommendation. We have 2 trimesters of physics, 1 of chemistry. We have world history and psychology, and then we have our tech classes are Microsoft Office, computer science, and pre-engineering in 9th grade. You'll notice that we are on a trimester system. If you are from Richland or Kennewick, this is different than what you see at those high schools. They have 6 hours available and 6 credits per year that students can get in Richland and Kennewick each year. Delta and Pasco have 7.5 credits that students can earn each year. One of the great benefits of this is that when we get to senior year, students aren't tied down to meeting their graduation requirements, but they now have the opportunity to go off campus and take advantage of our internship program. So one of the great things about Delta and about being on the trimester system is that the opportunity that provides. We also do have an advisory program that meets 2 days a week. Our advisory program works on building culture in the school. We are working with a curriculum in 9th grade on the 7 habits of highly effective teens. And throughout their years at Delta, they'll be working on many different things, including resume building, developing cover letters, planning for the future, mock interviews, trying to get our students ready for what comes after high school. We also have a college and the high school program here at Delta High School. We have courses that are offered in a partnership with Central Washington University. We have courses in English, sociology, physics, and math, and we may be adding some IT classes and perhaps some other classes next year as well. We are continually evaluating our program to see what best meets the needs of our students. Courses are available to anyone that qualifies. Some of the classes have no qualification criteria. Some of them, in particular, are math and English, do have criteria that you must meet because they are college level courses put on by adjunct professors. Our teachers here at Delta will be adjunct professors for Central Washington University, and they do need to meet the Central Washington requirements for those classes. So some of them will have a test they need to take to qualify for the college level credit. Just to contrast college and the high school with Running Start, which is a different option that some students take advantage of. One of the great things about college and high school is that students get to stay on their high school campus. Sometimes students feel that they just need the college credit and they leave to go to Running Start, but they don't really feel the sense of community that they will back at their home high school. So college and high school classes happen on our campus with Delta teachers, and there's a much greater level of teacher support. As well, tuition for these courses is either free, depending on if you're on free or reduced lunch, or depending on which district you are in. There are different requirements there. But if you do have to pay for it, it's $35 per credit, as opposed to over $200 for a credit if you are actually taking it at Central Washington University. Same course, same credits, greatly reduced price for our school. All classes from in our college and high school program are transferable to other Washington State public universities, which is not true for all Running Start courses. And also there's no transportation issues for students to contend with if they're for students that are going to Running Start.
All right, so some things that are a little bit different here at Delta is our grading policy. So we use standards-based grading. You won't see A, B, or C unless you're looking at a transcript here at Delta. You'll see a 4, 3, or a 2. We do not give ones currently because we want to make sure our students are meeting that standard, so the 2 being the minimum. We also, each of our students receives a laptop at the beginning of the school year, as we are a one-to-one school. Technology is everywhere in our school, so it's really important that our students have that availability to them at home as well as in the classroom.
So for attendance, we follow the Pasco School District calendar each year. We have a rotating bell schedule. So your students will see that they only take each class 4 times a week, and it rotates around throughout the day. As was said before, they go to advisory 2 days a week, so that's built into that bell schedule. If your student is planning on being absent, we do ask that they come to the office and fill out a prearranged absence form, and we're happy to help them navigate that the first several times. As far as your home high school district is where you live, your boundary high school, and if at any time during your time at Delta you move to a different home, we will ask you that you please update us before you move so that we can help you to navigate changing your home high school to the new district if you're going to change cities. That leads me to busing. So busing is based on your home high school. You will take the bus just as if you were attending your home high school. And then once you arrive at your high school, you will get onto a shuttle that will bring you over to Delta. Our school day starts a little bit later to accommodate this. And in the afternoons, you'll get on your same bus and it'll take you back to your bus stop where you started out in the morning.
All right, so one of the amazing things about Delta is our Delta family. And if you'll see the picture behind me, or pictures that we have made saying Delta, you'll see smiling faces of kids that have connections here at Delta. So a really big and very important part of being a Deltonian is making sure that you reach out if you need help. So talking with your classmates if it's about a class or a teacher or an issue with peers. Also talking with your teachers. So if you visit our school at any lunch, you'll see that in classrooms with their teachers, eating lunch, connecting with them. Also before and after school. We also offer tutoring, which we'll talk about later. But just reaching out to them, also through email. So many parents, are working during, obviously, and so reaching out to us via email is a great mode for us to know what is going on or what you might need help with. We also have our amazing counselor, Lisa Muir, who's always available to talk to kids about their classes or social emotional issues that they might be having. So please, we really have an open door policy, and we really encourage you all to reach out um, and ask those questions and give us the feedback needed.
Thank you.
Like Ms. Goman mentioned earlier, we do offer after-school tutoring 4 days a week. So we'll provide your student with a snack, and often students use it just for an hour after school to have a quiet place to get their homework done. So one resource that we offer. Another is what we call the Framatome Career Closet. Since we do offer many opportunities like mock interviews, guest speakers where we ask students to dress up, we have this resource at Delta. If your student needs a tie, if they need a pair of work slacks or shoes, dress shoes, we have some materials available for them. And so that's just something they would need to come and speak with me or somebody in the office, and we can assist them with that. Lots of opportunity at Delta for family involvement. If you head to our website in the technology tab, you'll see links for Edmodo and Delta's Power School to get parents set up. Our Power School is specific to Delta, so you might be used to Power School through your student's district. Delta has its own unique Power School system, so that's something that you will need to sign up for. We currently have a Delta Facebook where we try to keep up to date all our information we're sharing with parents. We offer social events for families, so we hope to have a family mixer at the start of the school. We offer award ceremonies throughout the school year, so lots of opportunities for you to come onto our campus and to interact with our faculty. We also have a wonderful group of Delta parents called PODS, Parents of Delta Students. The information to join PODS is also available on our website, and that they have monthly meetings, and we'll keep you up to date with all the comings and goings at Delta. One of the unique features of Delta is all of the learning opportunities that we offer outside of the regular classroom. So your student will attend multiple field trips throughout the year. You can see on the screen, these are just some of the field trips that we offer. A lot of college exploration, career exploration, hands-on industry professionals leading workshops for your students, starting right off the bat in October in 9th grade. So lots of unique field trip and experiences that will be offered at Delta.
All right, to wrap things up, there's actually quite a bit of information here on this page. I would actually like to take you for a minute to the Delta High School website, because there's a lot of information for you on this website, and there's required information. So we're going to go to the Delta website, and if you scroll down a little bit, you see the word school, and hover over that, and then go to Class of 2024. All right, on this page, it lists in red some of the documents that are required. We sent out to everyone the enrollment, commitment, and transportation forms earlier. If you did not receive those for any reason, they are on this site. And there's information on how to turn those in on this site as well. If you scroll down, there are a few different things. We've got the Delta Virtual Family Night with lots of information. That's where we're at tonight. So it's got all the information and the links to get to this presentation, to get to our ambassador's presentation, and more. The April update is the information that was sent out earlier to families, and it shows down below all of the different forms that need to be turned in: enrollment, commitment, and transportation forms for your district. And it gives you the options for how to turn those in, either electronically, online, through email, or actually through physical mail. We can accept those as well. The May update is new and is still being updated at the time of this recording, so not everything is active yet on here, but it should be by the time you get this. Shows several things. Shows our family night Zoom. It's got all of the documents that we would have provided at our in-person open house are listed here, including a list of college classes, our grading policy, our math pathways, our dress code, frequently asked questions in English and Spanish. And we have several medical forms as well. This is one of the pieces that we're currently updating, but some medical history and immunization forms, as well as a link to additional forms here on the nurse's webpage if you need some of those forms. After this presentation, you might have questions, and that's great. One of the things that you can do is click on this link and submit questions online. We will take those questions and enter them into our website in a place that I'll show you in just a minute. And as well, next week, May 19th, 20th, 21st, we have our Q&A sessions that will be on Zoom. We will put the Zoom link for these presentations on the website the day of the presentation. We don't want it advertised too early because we don't want random people showing up, hopefully, for our presentations. So we will put the link and the password to join, excuse me, to join up on the day of the presentations. And then finally, our Parents of Delta Students page. Go to that page. You can join our PODS group, our Parents of Delta Students that Ms. Hoppy spoke to earlier. They would love to have you just as a member. They can get your email and send you important information about the school, and also a way for you to connect with some potential volunteer opportunities here at the school. And then down below, the last little accordion is your questions answered here. This is where we'll be posting answers to the questions that you submit on the form. So lots of resources here on the site. Required documentation. We need some of these documents by the end of May. If you're having trouble with them, we understand. Please just communicate with us. We are very happy to work with families in just about any situation, and we know that right now is a difficult time. So please don't hesitate to connect with any of us here. Ms. Shermer, our administrative assistant, can handle just about anything. Our counselor for any counselor-specific questions, administrative questions for myself or Ms. Guaman, and then health-related for our school nurse, Ms. Kelly Burns-Mitchell. Reminder about paperwork. If you have not been receiving communication via email from Delta, please contact us and give us updated email and phone information for you. If we don't have the current information, you won't be getting all the information that you need. Always check the website, but please let us know if there's anything we need to update. The campus tour, please make sure you click on that link that will be provided later for our student ambassadors tour of Delta, and submit your questions online. We are so grateful to have you joining us as part of the Delta community. It really is a family feel here at the school. I work with some amazing, amazing professionals here at Delta, and we absolutely love our Delta students. It is an amazing place to be as an adult. It's an amazing place to be as a student. And we look forward to sharing this with you in the years to come. Thank you for viewing, and we will see you soon.